go, go Crickets, go. Go Crickets, go, go Crickets, go. Go Crickets, go, go Crickets, go. Go, go, go. Go Crickets, go, go Crickets, go. Go, go, go. Go Crickets!
Alright, we are back. What point? I'm very excited today. Very excited today. I got some exercise today.
Did you?
I did. The Go Crickets show starts at 9:30.
Yeah.
At 9:29 and 22 seconds, I got a call from you in my office
Yeah.
saying, "Where are you?"
Yeah.
I ran the whole way.
Yeah. Took forever.
I did. We may have had to start the show a little bit late because apparently I need longer legs.
Yeah. We should have that race too.
The race?
Yeah.
Around the place?
Couple steps, I'm done.
You know, a lot of people know I live across the street from school, and I get tired on the way when I'm walking all the way to school. It's a long walk because across the whole street. I've been thinking about getting a Go Cricket scooter. What do you think of that?
Like, what do you mean? Like a...
Well, we're not doing this like the push. 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 Not like that. I mean like...
I mean, like, some people... Are you going to be like Spree Man? Remember Spree?
No. This is like, you stand on it like this. I'd have a hard time with the balance, and then
What about... You should get a hoverboard.
we had one.
Yeah?
Yeah, it didn't go in the snow. What's that all about?
I don't know. You didn't fall, did you?
I fell multiple times.
I've suspected that for years.
Understandably so. That's what happened, but I was wearing a helmet.
Hey, we got a safe activity today.
So I come running down, and I'm thinking, what are we doing today? Because it's got to be safe, because I've just run as far as I've run in a long time. I'm a little winded. I think something that takes the breath away yet still doesn't put me in any exercise mode is the way to go.
You need a little wind in your face.
I need a little wind in my face.
Without using your Fred Flintstones.
There was no Fred Flintstone wind in the face because I wasn't going fast enough for anything to come my way.
Hey, that's Party Rebel.
I understand, whatever it is. Yabba dabba, we are on our way. So, I believe you have an activity for us today.
Yeah, it's behind us. Ready?
I'm ready. Let's get this thing started. Oh my goodness, LaPointe!
Yeah.
It's a zip line! We are on it, let's go! Oh, LaPointe, look at this, straight down!
We're not even going fast yet.
We're going faster than I just went running down from my office.
That much is true.
Well, we could be walking then too, I guess. Look at the scenery. Look at all the scenery, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. You showered this week, LaPointe, I can tell. This is fantastic! This is the greatest. This is.
Institutional pass.
This pre-production meeting was fantastic this morning. All right, we're pretty close. We got to be pretty close to the thing. We got to be. We're keeping going. We got to go faster this way. Go faster. Get to the bottom. LaPointe, my goodness, get to the bottom. Please get to the bottom at some point.
It's serious now.
I wish couldn't push fast forward for goodness sakes. I got 15 seconds. 15 seconds. My goodness. One-handed. Oh yeah. So social distancing. Another one. Other hand. Go one up and down. Wow. All right. Well, so there it is.
That's exciting.
That was exciting, and we've got exciting stuff for you today. Maybe not as exciting as, what just happened around us, because it's real. But we do have some morning announcements coming up, and then what happens?
I think we should try a weekly word challenge.
I think that's a fantastic. And then once you get through the weekly word challenge, you will find out that in this building, there is a fungus among us.
No way.
Yes, it's hilarious. Parents, once you get past the weekly word challenge, you get to Mr. J's fungus among us. I need you to understand something. It's over. At that point, it's over. The rest of the day, you'll be singing it the whole time. I know. We've been singing it for 2 days. Fungus Among Us.
What's it sound like?
There's a fungus right here among us.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's great. They talk about spores, they talk about mushrooms, they talk about all of it. It's fantastic.
It's better than that, though, right?
Come on!
You know, after that, kids, we're going to have some mindfulness. Just like you witnessed right here.
And then Mackinac is coming at us. We also have some really cool stuff from history, right?
Yeah.
1950s Fall Creek.
Yeah.
Wow, that's really cool.
Kids made that too.
Oh, wonderful. How exciting. That's going to be fantastic. We have so much talent in this building, so talented. How do we close this thing out today?
Let's eat.
Let's eat. Cook time.
Cook time.
Gotta be cook time. I love it. It's all about the cook time at that point.
It's all about cook time.
Well, now that I ran from my office down here, essentially that means I got the exercise stuff taken care of for the day.
Wow.
And pre-production, we gotta do better with pre-production. No, we don't. We're good. This is good. This is how we do it.
A lot of planning went into this.
Yeah, 17 to 22 seconds. It had to be. We're proud of you.
Release our nation's flag and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, here we are. Another week of May. We're getting there. Oh, we're so close. Hang on. We will get there. And we've got some birthdays. Indeed we do. This week's birthdays run from Monday, May 11th through Sunday, May 17th. Here we go. In 4K, Trapper's got a birthday. In 2nd grade, Lana's got a birthday. In 5th grade, Vivian's got a birthday. So does Ailey. And last but not least, Eli's got a birthday this week. Happy birthday to every single person this week. All right, folks. Well, again, I'm looking for some announcements from you. I want to hear from you, all the good things that you're doing. I didn't hear from anybody this week about the good stuff that they're doing. I want to know, did you pick up your room like you were told? Yes, I want to know that. Did you help your family get the mail from the mailbox? Just tell me something good. I'm so sick of the bad news. I need the good news. So give me something good this week. Hey, we've got some jokes. As always, love my jokes. Keep sending them. I keep getting a lot of jokes. Keep sending them. I always need more. This first joke comes from Garrett in Miss Oates' 3rd grade class. Why did the koi fish blush? Because he saw the pond's bottom. Wait a minute, Garrett. I don't know if that was appropriate. It's too late. It's too late for that one. All right. For another joke here comes from Ira in 4th grade, Mrs. Hanko's class. Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon? Great food, no atmosphere. And I'm guessing a pretty hefty gas mileage bill, too. Next one comes from Andrew C. in Mrs. Dimmott's 3rd grade class. It's kind of like last week. It's a knock-knock, so I need some audience participation here. Knock, knock. Beats. Beats me. Hey, if you've got a joke for me, make sure that you send it my way. Hey, wait a minute. What's that I hear? You're wondering why I didn't tell a joke from Bo and 5G? Well, that's because I've created a whole new segment in my announcements that I like to call Bo jokes.
Come on now, cut it out.
No, Uncle Joey. It's true. And here we go. These all come from Bo and Mr. G's 5th grade class. First one goes like this. What does a cloud wear under his raincoat? Thunderwear. Of course he does. What do birds give out at Halloween? Tweets. Although I'm not sure that just birds do that, Bo. What did one math book say to the other? I've got so many problems. And last but not least this week from Bo, why can you never tell a joke around glass? It could crack up. Oh man, thank you, Bo. I love them. Keep them coming. Not just from Bo, but from everyone. Hey, it is riddle time. Last week's riddle came from Adele in 2K, and it was a tough one. I had a lot of wrong guesses here from you, and I got a couple people that got it right. Again, my math on this is a little fuzzy. I had a hard time with it, but here we go. Adele's riddle went like something like this. I have 6 eggs. I broke 2. I fried 2. And I ate 2. How many do I have left? 2. Just the broken ones, right? I guess the 2 ones that you fried, you ate them. I don't know. This week's riddle comes from Jillian in Mr. Anders' 2nd grade class. I love them. Keep them coming. It goes a little something like this. What has an eye, an ear, and a nose, and lives in a cave? What has an eye, an ear, and a nose, and lives in a cave? As always, folks, don't just have a good week. Make it a great week. We'll see you later.
Hi everyone, it's Mrs. Janke here, and I am coming to you with our word of the week. Our word this week, in order to celebrate Mother's Day on Sunday, is going to be mother. So your challenge this week is to see how many other words you can create using only the letters in the word mother. All right, best of luck. Have a good week.
There's a fungus right here among us, and it's making many more, using tiny buds or spores. It might seem plant-like, but it's no plant. Plants can make their food with sunlight, but a fungus simply can't do that. The first fungus on our journey is a wonder to behold. You can find it growing on forgotten food that's gotten old. Though sometimes it's a bother, it can be as good as gold. It's used in medicines and cheeses, and we call this fungus mold. There's a fungus right here among us, and it's making many more, using tiny buds or spores. It might seem plant-like, but it's no plant. Plants can make their food with sunlight, but a fungus simply can't do that. The next fungus on our list is sometimes short and sometimes tall. You will often see it growing in the summer or the fall. Some are poison, some are tasty, some look like a puffy ball. This fungus is the mushroom, it's the largest type of all. There's a fungus right here among us, and it's making many more, using tiny buds or spores. It might seem plant-like, but it's no plant. Plants can make their food with sunlight, but a fungus simply can't do that. Now let's meet our final fungus, though its last it isn't least, for it's making bread dough rise across the land from west to east. You can thank this one cell fungus when you sit down for a feast. It's $1 billion organism and we call it yeast. There's a fungus right here among us, and it's making many more using tiny buds or spores. It might seem plant-like, but it's no plant. Plants can make their food with sunlight, but a fungus simply can't do that. Well, there's a fungus right here among us, and it's making many more using tiny buds or spores. It might seem plant-like, but it's no plant. Plants can make their food with sunlight, but a fungus simply can't do that.
Hi guys, it's Miss Morrison here with another mindfulness moment for you from Fall Creek High School. I'm here with my daughter Maddie and we are outside, and today's mindfulness moment we are blowing bubbles. And so I'm going to talk to you about how you can use something simple and fun like blowing bubbles to work on your breathing exercises to just help you calm down and regulate your emotions. So when you think about blowing bubbles, in order to get a bubble wand to work correctly for you, can I borrow this? Yeah. So in order to use a bubble wand like this, if you just blow really hard and or wave it really fast, you don't usually get very good bubbles, right? Like you get maybe a couple really tiny ones. And so the key to blowing bubbles is you want to try and make a really big bubble so it floats high and floats for a long time. And in order to do that, you have to take a nice deep slow breath in order to make your bubble bigger. And so that's what we're going to try and do for today's mindfulness activity. So let's see if I can get a nice slow breath into this bubble. And it popped. Should we try again? Okay. All right, you hold the bubbles. Try one more time? Yeah. All right, Mama, do it one more time and then it's your turn.
I did it.
Oh, you popped it. It was a nice one. All right, your turn. Try again. Good job.
Okay.
And you'll find that different types of bubble wands are also going to allow you to take a longer breath to create a larger bubble. So we have another type that Maddie and I are going to try in a moment. So here we have a very large bubble wand. So let's see if we can do a nice slow breath in this one as well. Not quite as easy on this one, probably because of its linear shape. But my challenge for you today is to take some time to relax, to get outside, and to blow some bubbles. And if you have access to different types of bubble wands, see if there's something that maybe allows you to get a larger bubble, or even snap a picture of a large bubble that you're able to blow and share it on our social media page. With that, we're going to keep blowing some more bubbles and enjoying our time outside, just relaxing and taking a step away from work. I hope you enjoyed this mindfulness moment, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Can you say bye?
Bye up there.
All right, show me how you do it.
I can do it. I can get more bubbles.
Okay.
I can.
Hold it closer to your mouth, honey.
at our super secret science lab, also known as my kitchen. All right, so today's lesson, you're going to be doing a worksheet trying to figure out how we go from DNA to a specific protein. Now remember, protein is made out of amino acids. Okay, now a little review. So here is the twisted sister of science. This is our DNA. Remember, this is a model, a simplified version. Now, when we transcribe that to RNA, this DNA molecule will split apart like this, and then an RNA molecule will copy that. Now let's say we want to copy that part of the DNA for it. So this is our RNA. A bonds with what? What? Did you say T? You are correct, except in RNA, we don't use T. We use uracil, U. So in RNA, use U, not T. So A instead of T would bond with U. G will always bond with C. C will bond with G. T will bond with A. A will bond with, oh, what? U. G will bond with C. C will bond with G. A will bond with what? Waiting for it. Right. T will bond with A. C. G. A bonds with T, but not here because this is RNA. So it's U, G, A. Okay? So this is transcription. So now we have a piece of messenger RNA, mRNA messenger, that is UCG, AUC, GUA, CGA, UGA. Now, each of these three bases is a codon for a specific amino acid. Now, what we're going to do today on the worksheet is figure out the chemistry behind it. What are those amino acids and how do they chain together? Okay, so, nope, you didn't see my dirty dishes there. So what we have here on your worksheet, you have this, and I'm going to explain this to you, okay, to make it really easy. Now, if we look here, say we have the codon CCC. What amino acid do we use? Well, the first codon is C, so here's our first base in the codon. We find C. The second base is C. Find the second base is here. Okay, so we come to this square. Third base is C, so we come to the third base here. C here, and right there, CCC, it's proline. So our amino acid, remember we're scientists, we're lazy, so we like to abbreviate. PRO is proline. Okay? Now, CAG, try to do this one. First one is C, so we go to this right there. Second one is A, so we go there, we come to this square. Third one is G, G's right there. We come here, it's GLN, which is, I forget. It's not glutamine, it's, oh! Anyways, let's go to GAA. GAA is glutamine. Got it? So, this is going to help you find out what amino acids these codons are coding for. Now, let's go down here for a second, shall we? So, if our DNA strand has these bases, 3 codons, so this would be, GGG would be CCC, GTC would be CAG, and CTT would be GAA. What would those be? Well, we would go up here, CCC would be proline, CAG would be, if we go up there, GLN, and C or GAA would be glutamine. So these would be bonded together, and that would be a very short protein. Most proteins are anywhere from 100 to thousands of these base pairs. But remember, this is a model simplification. Now, what I want you to do now is rewatch this, take notes, and then do the worksheet. That's all.
Have you ever wondered what the 1950s were like? Well, there are lots of things going on in the 1950s, like the Korean War. Elvis Presley started singing rock and roll, and Legos were built. Life has changed a lot since the 1950s. For example, look at the technology in cars, even school. Let's take a closer look at life in the Fall Creek during the 1950s.
Boys' clothing has changed over time. When guys weren't wearing jackets and suits, they were wearing sweaters and vests. Some business would allow a man to wear a sweater with a tie, sort of a 1950s casual Friday thing.
Girls wore poodle skirts and bobby socks. Women might wear blouses and skirts, but for most social events, they wore dresses.
Entertainment in the 1950s is different from today. Back then, they didn't have Nintendo Switches, Xboxes, PlayStations, iPhones, tablets, or DSs. They could never do those things because our technology was not as advanced. In the 50s, children liked to go outside and play because they had more choices of things to do. Outside, the children played hopscotch, pavement chalking, blind man's bluff, ring around a rosies, and many more. During the winter, children liked to sled.
We went to what was the Dainty Farm, and still is, but the buildings are mostly all gone already. They had a huge hill behind the barn there, and we used to go down there. We'd take our sleds and toboggans to school and leave them there, and then during the noon hour we'd go out there and come down that hill, and that hill was steep. I mean, you went for a long ways at a mighty fast clip. That used to be the fun part about it, the winters.
The buildings in Fall Creek have changed much over time. Some have burned down or been torn down. Some are still standing.
Some of them were businesses. Dr. Sobrowski was a very important person in Fall Creek. He was the doctor.
He had a following that was just phenomenal. It made Fall Creek what Fall Creek was at that time, because so many people from all over came to him for advice or his services. I came home from work and I hadn't felt good all day. And to give you an idea how personal he was, I stopped in front of his office. The girls took a blood test. He came out and he said, "Fritz, you're going to the hospital." And he says, "You're riding with me." Now, you wouldn't have anything like that happening in today's world anymore.
A lot of things have happened since the 50s. The buildings have changed by far. Even fashion, school, sports, technology, and many other things have happened. But in Fall Creek, one thing will always stay as was. The people will always be nice and helpful to their community.
Fall Creek Crickets, this is how we hula hoop.
The bow, the dip, the woo. Though the words are true.
played with bubbles the other day. It was so much fun. We were just jumping around, popping bubbles. It was like Bubble Ninja bubble craze fun.
Hey, Fall Creek Crickets, this is what you could do if you don't want to pop it.
An endless yearning in your heart. Build it bigger than the sun. Let it grow, let it grow.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, bubbles, you can do them in all things. I mean, they got electric guns, you got, you know, dispensers, you have frickin', like, you can do it the old-fashioned way and just blow in a bubble wand.
'Cause you're thinking all the time, framing rights and wrongs. Move along when there's a doubt.
Oh man, you should have seen this really cool thing. My sister had this special bubble solution. It made mega bubbles. Mega bubbles, dude. It was, I know. I'm not even kidding. Like, bigger than you and me. It was insane.
There's a burning in your heart. And if you feel just like a tourist in the city you were born, then it's time to go.
Yeah, no, I love bubbles. Bubbles are so much fun. I mean, yeah, flying everywhere. Yeah, it's so much fun. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, you just get the bubble stuff out and totally do it.
'Cause when you find yourself the villain in the story you have written, it's plain to see that sometimes the
Bubbles are awesome!
if so, please show
I love bubbles, yeah. I'll do it, yeah. Oh, for sure. For sure. Yep. Bubbles are great. You should find the time to get outside and do some bubbles. It's absolutely fun. It's really easy. And there are a multitude of ways to enjoy them. You are never too old to have fun with bubbles.
There's water bubbles coming out.
Go Crickets, go, go Crickets, go. Go Crickets, go, go Crickets, go. The people of go, go.